plain eye, blingy eye. Hello, so for today's video this is going to be the last look of the Tati Beauty palette. So this is hair, makeup and outfit. I know my hair's already done, it's literally been dyed. My hairdresser come over and done it for me today. That's why hair's already done. But before we get into all the makeup and stuff, I'm going to leave a video on how I straighten my hair, just in case you wanted to see it, but obviously it's pretty standard, and I'll link everything down below, all the products I used and everything. So yeah, we're going to move on to that clip so you can see that first. Okay, so first of all, we're going to take the GHD Advanced Split End Therapy. I love this. It has saved me. I have such frizzy hair, so it is perfect for just taming the frizz. Yeah, obviously it's still a little bit frizzy. My hair is frizzy, but you should see it if I did not use this. It is so bad. So I mainly just run that through the ends and then take a little bit of the excess and just run that over the top. And then we're going to go in with the GHD hairdryer. I love this hairdryer. I think it's fantastic. It's brilliant. Everything about it I love. So I'm just going to obviously just give it a quick whiz around before we go ahead and section off the hair, and then blow dry the hair with a round brush. This is also from GHD. I will leave the barrel size below because I'm not entirely sure. They have a bunch of different ones. So obviously we're just going to section off the hair, keep blow drying it until our hair is completely dry. Then moving on, we're going to take the GHD Heat Protect Spray. Yeah, obviously heat protection is super important, and I love the GHD one. It's got a great spritzer on it. Yeah, I love this one. I've gone through many tubes of these. I think they're great. So obviously we're using the GHD's hair straighteners. I love GHD. I think they're an amazing brand. They're an amazing hair company. They've got like this, I think it's like the GHD Glide it's called, and it looks so beautiful. I need to go and get my hands on it. I need to go to a Rush salon and sort that out because it looks really good. So obviously we're just going to section off the hair and then straighten it. So I'm taking this small little black comb and just running that through as well. So obviously we're going to do that throughout the whole of the head. So it's pretty self-explanatory straightening hair, to be honest. And then when I get to like these little like bits where it's like hair that's broken off, it hasn't fully grown back in, instead of taking it dead straight, I like to curl it under just a little bit, just so it's not dead straight, and it, don't know, like it just doesn't sit right when it's dead straight. It sort of just frames the face a bit better. And once we're finished with that, we're going to take the, I call it T-I-G-I, but I don't actually know if it's called that. It might be like Tiggy. This is the X Factor. So this is a smoothing illuminizer. So it's a defrizzer and tamer, and it smells so good. Like, it's actually delicious. Yeah, the only thing is I don't like the bottle so much. It's a bit difficult to sort of squeeze out, but yeah, I really like it. It's obviously smoothing, and yeah, it's just beautiful. And then if I'm feeling a little bit extra, I will take the bed head. So this is also from TIGI, and this is the head rush. So it's a shine spray. And then yeah, that is basically it. So obviously my hairdresser has done a much better job because one, she's a hairdresser, and two, my roots are not black anymore. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so I already have brows on because, let's be honest, no one really wants to see it. It's pretty boring. But I'll leave all the products I'm wearing down below so you can go and check them out. And if you're interested, like, I might do a brow routine, just so I can refer you back to that video if you were that bothered. But honestly, my brows are never the best anyway. Like, they're just sort of very filled in and done. But we're going to highlight the brow bone. So this is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. So we're just going to take a bit of that on a Crown Brush C510. I'm just going to put that underneath the brow bone. Okay, so we're just going to take a bit of tape and stick it down. Just because we're going to do like a cut crease and a wing kind of thing. So I'm just going to do that. So now we're going to prime the eyelids. So I'm going to take the Revolution Pro Full Camouflage Concealer in C2. I'm literally just going to dot this on the eye. Then I'm just going to blend that out with a Crown Brush Duo Fiber blending brush. This is just a flat side. I'm just going to pack that on. Really taking it out towards the taupe as well, because like I said, we're going to do like a wing. So to start with, we're going to take Soothe Matte, which is somewhere down here, this one right here. And we're just going to take that on the Spectrum B06. Really just going to tap off the excess because I don't want an awful lot of this colour, but I just want a little bit. we're just going to run that through the crease. Really take it out towards the taupe as well. Now we're just going to further blend that out with the crown brush. So this is a duo fibre blending brush. We're just using the fluffier side rather than the flat side now. By the way, my camera at the start was like this. It's because it was like propped on my shoe. I literally have very little room to record. Very little room. I've done a look very similar to this using the ABH and Amrezy palette. So I'll link that in the eye if you want to check that out as well. So bear with me. I know we've just done one shade, but we're going to cut the crease. So I'm going to go back into that primer and take that on a Peaches and Cream PC51 brush. I'm just going to place it a little bit down. Look up. Where that blob sits is where we're going to cut our crease to. And when I get to sort of this bit, I like to just flick it out, so it's like almost like a wing. By the way, I did forget to state that this is look 7, so literally if you go back 6 days, it is all Tati Beauty, so they're like back-to-back videos. I'll link everything in the eye because obviously I don't want to link like 8 videos above, but you'll obviously get a few little eyes pop up here and there, so you can go and check them out. And obviously just go back a couple of days and you'll see it, because in those videos I did state that, you know, I love Tati and I feel like it deserves back-to-back videos of different looks. So yeah, that's that. Just going to take the B06 with nothing extra on it and just sort of lightly just run it back through the crease. Just going to take the Crown Brush C510 and just put it in this colour switch just to get off that product that we used. Because now we're going to pack on a lid shade. So we're going to take, I can open up the palette, I'm going to take Aura Sequin, which is this gorgeous shade right here. I'm just going to pack that on the lid. Now we're going to take a Real Techniques fine liner brush and we're going to take Matte Memory in the palette, which is this gorgeous bottom shade. It is super intense, by the way, like literally it is black as eyeliner. So yeah, we're going to take that. I'm going to draw a very thin line around where we cut the crease. So deep breath in and let's get drawing. By the way, my friend Taz, if you're watching this, this is the closest look you're going to get to me using black eyeshadow. She's like, do a look with all black eyeshadow. I've like done it once and never again. We're just going to ever so slightly blend this. So we're going to take the Crown Brush C431 and rather than blending down, we're almost like pushing the product up. I just want a little bit of a blend. Not a lot. A little. Now we're going to do a black wing as well. So I'm going to take the Blush Tribe brush for this. So this is a nice short chubby brush. I'm going to go back into Memory Matte. And just when I do this, so I like to just draw a line. I'm going to extend it out as far as the cut crease. So that line finishes. Then we're going to take our Spectrum C431 and really going to blend this. Don't worry if you lose a lot of colour, you can add more colour. This is just to create a really soft wing. It's super easy to do this. It's so much easier than using liquid liner. So yeah, we're just going to blend that. See how it just sort of joins up? So much easier. Now we can just go back in and add some more. And obviously we can draw in the rest of the line as well. Then when I get to this little part of my eye, I do like to take the Real Techniques brush just because I really want it to stay thin and I just know I can't quite get the angle. Now we're going to clean those brushes in the colour switch, because we're going to go in with all that metallic and all that glitter goodness that's in there, because if you're going to use the black, you're going to use the glitter. That's the rules. I don't make them, so it's done. So I'm just going to clean those off so we can go into the, obviously, the metallics and the glitters and everything. So first of all, we're going to go into Memory Metallic, which is this shade right here, on that same fine liner brush. Really, you could have probably just gone in with this first, but I feel like this gives a really nice just base to it. So we're going to obviously just do exactly the same thing that we done and just take it over the liner. Taking that blush try brush for the bottom part. Not really going to buff this because obviously we've done all that blending. This is just to add a little bit of razzle dazzle. Now we're going to go ahead, clean the brushes yet again. Don't have to clean the brushes, you can just use them as you wish. Now we're going to go into Memory Glitter, which is this gorgeous shade, and yeah, repeating the exact same steps. Obviously if you're not going to use the glitter, you can just stay with the metallic, but I love these glitters in here. They're super, super beautiful. Doing the same thing to the bottom. So that is basically it for eyeshadow. So we're going to do, I might do a bit of lower lash line work later, but we're going to do, we're doing lashes and mascara. So the mascara is Loreal Double Extension Waterproof. I'm pretty sure it always is, it's my favourite mascara. And for lashes, I'm going to take the Lilly lashes in J Makeup. So these are what they look like. Just a nice wing, if it will focus, there we go. Yeah, just a nice like sort of fluttery ring so we can get the full effect of this eye look still with the lashes. So I'm going to do that off camera, come back, we'll do the base. Okay, so the lashes are on, so we're going to move on to base now. So I'm going to take the Cover FX Gripping Primer. I'm literally just going to put a dot into my hands and then rub it on my face. Almost like pat it onto the face really, it's quite sticky. So for foundation, I'm going to take the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick. So I have Golden and Porcelain. Golden's just a bit too dark even with self tanner, and obviously Porcelain is my natural shade. So I'm just going to draw some lines. Then, here's getting in my way. Then I'm just going to blend that out with the Spectrum BO1. Just going to take a little bit more Porcelain. Just blending that back in. Now we're going to take the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. So I have N Fair 2 and N Light 1. So N Fair 2 is my like pale shade, and then N Light 1 is my more tan shade. But I do like to take a mixture of both just to really pop, you know, like want that brightness under there. So I'm going to take quite a bit of the N Light 1 first. While we're waiting for that to dry, I'm going to take the Rimmel Instant Duo Contour Stick. So this is in light. Just going to take that around forehead, cheeks, and take a little bit on the nose. Just going to blend that out with a Spectrum BO5. Just going to blend out my forehead concealer as well because it's more or less drying. Same with my chin. Just going to blend out the nose contour with a brush ever so slightly. Don't mind if it sort of blends in the nose highlighter as well. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and sort of just do that. Now I'm going to take the KVD Shade and Light palette. I've said this in a few other previous videos. I'm starting to use Kat Von D again because she no longer owns it, so I'm happy to use it. I wasn't happy to use it when it was her around. So yeah, I'm going to take these two shades here, take a mixture of both on the Real Techniques contour brush. Warm up the face a little bit more, so just around the forehead and the cheeks. Now we're going to blend out the concealer with the Hourglass Seamless Concealer brush. There's no name on it, but I'm pretty sure they only have one. So I'm just going to nearly poke myself in the eye. Just going to blend that out. Then I'm going to take a little bit of N Light 2, N Fair 2 even. And literally I just put a dot just right in here, just to really brighten it, and that's it. And then we're just gonna sit and let that dry, and while that's drying, I'm just gonna dump out some of the Hourglass Val translucent setting powder. So I like to do this because when I blend it out, I like to really set the face quick. You've got to spank this, really hard to get it out, by the way. So then we can really just load up our brush and just be like, good to go, set it, no creases, just flawlessness. So yeah, we're gonna sit there and do that. Just gonna blend out this bit of concealer with that same brush from Hourglass. Just gonna take a little bit of the Hourglass Val Retouching fluid as well. I know we've got like 10 things under the eyes, but for me it just works. This stuff, I love it. It's great. Just gonna pat that out with my finger. While we're doing that, I'm just gonna load the brush with the powder. So this is the Crown Brush C530. Pat that up. Powder. I'm just gonna take a bit of powder, mainly on the T-zone area. Now we're going to go into bronzer. So I'm going to take the Becca bronzer in Capri Coast. So this is like their Sunlit bronzer. Just looks like so. It's not got an awful lot of shimmer in it, but it has got a bit. So if you don't like that kind of thing, then you probably won't like this, but I enjoy it. I'm just going to take that on the Spectrum C07 of the excess, because this is quite pigmented. So I'm just going to go in and bronze. Then for highlighter, we're going to go back into the Artist Couture one and just put that on the face. I'm going to take that on a Crown Brush C529. Then on a Spectrum A12, I'm just going to take that on the inner corners and then take a little bit down the nose. Then for blush, we're going to take the Becca blush. So this is like, it's not Couture blush, it's Luminous blush. So this is in Tiger Lily. And I'm going to take that on a Spectrum A05. Blush up the cheeks. So we're going to move back onto the eyes. And I'm literally just going to take a bit of Soothe Matte, which is this shade, and just smoke it out along the bottom lash line. I don't really want too much black, because then I feel like it would close my eyes off too much. But you can go ahead and sort of join that back up, and I think it looked really, really nice. Yeah, so I'm just going to take that along. Then we're going to finish it up with some lower lash mascara. You're not going to see any of this because I need to be in the mirror. Then for lips, I'm going to take a dose of colour lip liner. So this is in Truth or Dare. And it's this nice like sort of nudie shade. Just going to obviously do the lip. Then for lip gloss, I'm going to take the dose of colour lip gloss in On Repeat. Smells good. Then to finish it off, setting spray. So I'm going to take the Pixie Glow Mist and we're just going to give this a right good shake. Just spray this all over the face. Then I'm just going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Pollution Protection Setting Spray. And then this is the completed look. I'm going to say it, I love how it turns out. I think it's super beautiful. I highly, highly recommend the Tati Beauty palette. Not because I love her, she's amazing, but the palette itself is just glorious. Obviously you can see 7 days of me doing different looks, so it's very achievable. I think a lot of people sort of get a bit scared because obviously everything's like monochromatic, but I mean, there was like a look where I just used all the purple shades and it turned out so beautiful. It was unreal, and yeah, I love it. I think it's glorious. Obviously I don't always upload like 7 days a week. Sometimes if I get a new palette, you might see like back-to-back videos, like 3 looks usually. So yeah, and my usual schedule's probably like twice a week if I can. I'm trying to get into the habit of uploading more and stuff. But yeah, I'm super impressed how it turned out. So obviously we're going to move on to the outfit now. So you're just going to see a little picture of me in my little outfit, a little video. So yeah, after that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously don't forget to subscribe, come back for all that goodness, and yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed.